Good day, everyone. I am Hani Marie Aiboro, and I am going to discuss about the different wood cutting techniques. So, what is wood cutting techniques? So, it is the different methods used to cut, shape, and prepare wood for construction, furniture making, or other woodworking projects. So each technique, everyone, it serves a specific purpose and requires proper tools and skill for accuracy and safety. So in each technique, gid no, mag-require of proper tools and sa skill para sa accuracy and precision and also for the safety of the worker. So I guess you are already familiar with some of the cutting techniques since the sewing methods. This is related to the sewing methods, the rip saw, crosscut saw. What else? We also have the miter saw. So those sewing methods is related to the wood cutting because since saw man to, so ato dire is cutting. So kung mingon to og crosscut saw, then ang tawag sa techniques na nagagamit is the cross cutting. So we will discuss those one by one later on. All right. So I am presenting to you the different wood cutting techniques. The first one we have is the cross cutting or the cross cut sewing. I guess you are already familiar with this one. So, the cross cutting, it is cutting wood across the grain or perpendicular to the fibers. So, I have provided here the example of cross cutting. So, this one, it is cutting the board sa it is cutting boards to length. So, unsa man akong gigamit sa pagputol ana? So, of course, the cross-cut saw. Alangan pud mo gamit ta og rip saw sa pag-cross-cut saw, sa pag-cross-cutting. I think dili ta maka ang outcome ana is dili precise no, daghan mga ang naay mga splinters no, since we use the wrong wrong tool sa specific nga task. So we should use the right tool no. So kung mag-cross cut ta, then atohang gamiton is the cross cut saw. So naapoy mga lain-lain nga pwede na tong magamit in cross cutting. We also have the circular saw, miter saw, or hand saw. So one of the tip in using or in cross-cutting is you should use a fine-tooth blade for smoother edges and reduced splintering. So just like what I have said earlier, that we should use the right tool, no? Like for example, imagine if you will cross-cutting and then you will use a ripsaw. So what is the result? Di ba dili gid mao no? Ang result is bati unlike mugamit ka og cross-cut saw in cross-cutting. So, in rip sewing also, or in rip cutting, you should use the rip saw. That's simple. Alright, so the next one is the ripping or the rip cutting. Rip sewing, it is cutting wood along the grain. So here, it is cutting wood along the grain parallel to the fibers. So kung sa cross-cutting is perpendicular to the fibers, in ripping or rip sewing is cutting parallel to the fibers. So as you can see, mo ni siya example sa rip cutting, no? So ang width niya no gi-cut siya. And then the rip sewing is used for reducing the width of a board. So just like kani nga example nga ako ang gi-provide. Okay. And the tools used in rip sewing, we can use the table saw, rip saw, or the band saw. Okay. So, of course, kung mag-rip cutting ta, we should use the rip saw. Kay kung mugamit ka og imagine mugamit ka og cross-cut saw, niya mag-rip cutting ka, so dili gyud lahi gid ang outcome ug dili pud madali ang imuhang pagtrabaho. Okay. So the third one is the miter cutting. The miter cutting, it is cutting wood at an angle. So pila man ka angle? It is 45-degree angle. Okay. So the miter cutting, the purpose is cutting wood at an angle other than 90 degrees across the face. So ang miter cutting, everyone, we all know nga, I guess you are already familiar with this one, no? Like we can see the miter cutting like in making picture frames, door frames, and molding corners. So sa mga frames, di ba? Makita man nato ang miter cutting. So mao siya example. No, kani. Gikat og 45 degrees ang usa, then 45 degrees pud ang usa ka wood, and then i-join nimo, that is 90 degrees na siya. So you might imagine how did the workers or the furniture makers make a clean cut in like in picture frames or doors, mga door frames. And one of the tools used in miter cutting, we can also use the miter saw.
So the measurement from here to here is the same to the top, and you can just make a pencil line or a marker line on your table here. So you can just slide this over real quick, set it to 45 degrees, and do a miter cut. And that becomes an inside corner. There's more of this in our how.
And the miter box with handsaw. And sa miter box with handsaw, I guess some of you is dili familiar with ano, no? So I'm going to show you a picture what is a miter box with handsaw. So mao din ni siya, everyone, ang usa sa mga tools nga gigamit in miter cutting. So another cutting techniques, we have the bevel cutting. So what is bevel cutting? It is cutting wood at an angle through its thickness. Okay, so gipabuhat naman taan no ni Ma'am si Kuya, so mao na siya example sa bevel cutting. So gikat nato siya through its thickness. Okay, so what is the use of bevel cutting di ay? So it is used for decorative edges, furniture joints, or trim. So if you want to have a decorative edges sa imuhang imuhang gipatukod nga example balay, so you could use bevel cutting. And one of the tools used in bevel cutting is the table saw. So we could also use table saw in the bevel cutting. Another is the circular saw and the miter saw. So in bevel cutting, igamit nato sa miter saw is naagi ta i-adjust ato sa miter saw. Naan na siya i-adjust para ang imuhang makat is bevel. All right. So one of the tip no in bevel cutting is i-check gid nato or ang blade sa miter saw is ato ang i-tilt to ensure consistent bevels. Okay. Another wood cutting techniques is the plunge cutting. So what is this? It is a technique where the blade is carefully lowered into the middle of a board to start a cut. Okay, so ang plunge cutting di ay is it is cutting in the middle of a board rather than sa edge sa board. So ari ta magsugod sa tunga. So ang tawag daay nimo anang pag-start sa cut sa middle of the board is we call that the plunge cutting. So the tool is pushed or plunged directly into the material, creating a cut or hole. So makita mag-plunge cutting ta like for example sa imong balay, so plywood. So in making a kanang switch, so ari kita magsugod sa tunga ano para ibutang nato ang ato ang switch sa imong bongbong. I'm going to show you the picture of plunge cutting. So mao ni siya ang example sa plunge cutting no. So as you can see on the image is nag-start siya og cut sa center, wala diri sa edge sa board. So mao na siya ang gitawag nga plunge cutting, ang pag-cut directly into the material sa center gid, wala sa edge. We also have here the dado and groove cutting. It is creating slots or channels in wood for joints. So unsa dining dado and groove cutting? So I guess you are familiar with this one, no? Kay sa wood joinery no, naa gid ni ang dado and groove. Dado and groove is used for cabinets, drawers, and shelving. So kasagaran nato makita sa mga cabinets, sa ato ang mga drawers o sa mga shelves, no? Butanganan ba nimog mga libro? And then the tools used in dado and groove cutting, we have the table saw with dado blade and router. And one of the technique in dado and groove cutting no is you should make is several passes for a clean, even groove. Alright. So again, ang dado and groove, it is creating slots or channels in wood for joints. So this is the example of dado and groove cutting, everyone. So mao ni siya. So the dado, mo na siya ang dado cutting and the groove cutting. So as you can see no, murag makaingon ta nga lig-on gina siya kung mao gini ito ang gamiton nga mga wood joints no. Kay makakupot gid ang or inig-join nimo sa pikas nga wood is maka-create siya og strong and durable outcome or project. So the next one or the other types of the wood cutting techniques, we have the curve cutting. So the curve cutting, it is cutting curved or irregular shapes. So ang tawag ay nato ang pag-cut nato sa mga irregular shapes kana maka-form ta og mga designs is gitawag na nato siya og curve cutting. So what is curve cutting used for? So it is used also for decorative woodwork. So this is the example of the curve cutting. So as you can see no, pa-curve gid ang pag-cut sa usa ka wood no or sa board. So of course, that is used for decorative woodwork, furniture, mga designs of furniture, and scroll work. So one of the tools used in curve cutting, we can use jigsaw, scroll saw, or the band saw. So ang gigamit niya ani everyone, mo na siya gitawag nga band saw. So of course, the tip no is you should move slowly and follow guidelines carefully. So naagyapon kay mga guidelines nga need i-follow para sa pagkat og mga irregular shapes. So another, we have the compound cutting. So unsa ganing compound cutting? Yes, so ang compound cutting, it is combining miter and bevel cuts simultaneously. So mao na siya ang tong i-combine nato ang miter cut and bevel cuts. So sa pag-combine nato ana, ato ang gitawag nato is mo na ang tawag nga compound cutting. Familiar naman ta ani since it was already discussed by the previous groups. So ang compound cutting, everyone, it is used for complex joints like crown moldings. So this is the picture of compound cutting. So mao ni siya no. So gikat siya 45 degrees for the miter and gikat siya through its thickness sa bevel cuts, so naka-create ta og compound cuts or compound cutting. So of course, ato ang gigamit ani is compound miter saw. So in compound cutting, everyone, we can use the miter saw. So naagyapon ta i-adjust dito nga mga angles to create a compound cut. So kasagaran ni nato makita or this is used sa mga crown moldings. So unsa din ang mga crown moldings? So mao ni siya ang crown moldings, everyone. For decorative, no? Complex joints like crown molding. So asa man ito makita sa atong mga kesami. Okay. So the tip or the techniques is you should measure carefully, Jud. No? Since ang small angle errors can cause misalignment. So you need to measure carefully kay kung naay sayop sa imong pag-measure, then what happened? Naay gid na errors nga maka-cause og misalignment. Another wood cutting techniques, we have the notching. It is removing a section from the edge or corner of wood. So unsa di ay ni siyang notching di ay? Asa man nato kasagaran makita this is magamit na to or used sa pag-frame, joining or fitting pieces together. So ang notching is naara kay i-remove sa wood, no, para i-join pod sa lain nga gi-notching or gi-cut nimo para i-fit or i-join together. So one example of notching is kanang pagkatubod ang pagbuhat nato og kaning mga lap joints, di ba? Naman tayo gi-cut sa edge ana para i-join pod nato sa lain nga gi-cut na pod nato nga edge. So ang tawag ay nato atong paggamit sa ang tawag di ay sa paggamit nato or sa pag-cut nato nga makahimo ta og lap joint is the notching. So this is the example, no? So as what I have said, ang notching is it is removing a section from the edge or corner. So gi-remove ang section ani dapita, then gi-remove pod dire. So ang tawag din nato ana sa pag-remove is the notching. So of course, ang ato ang gamiton is hand saw and chisel. So magamit kita og gabas and tigib, no? And then we could also use circular saw para mas madali gyud, no? Since ang power tool kay mas mapadali pa man gid ang atuhang trabaho compared sa magmanual lang. And of course, the technique here is you should mark your cut lines accurately before cutting. So, kuan. Ato ginang bagisan kung asa dapit kutob, gabson, no? And then another wood cutting techniques is the resawing. So what is resawing? It is cutting a board into thinner pieces along its thickness. So ang resawing, it is kana bitang mura kag nagcut og lengthwise. So this is the example of resawing. Cutting board into thinner pieces along its thickness. So what is this wood cutting techniques used for? Of course, it is used for making veneers or thin panels. So as you can see, mao ni sila ang resawing, everyone. Gikat siya aron manipis siya, dili siya baga. And then the tools used is the bandsaw. So kani ay iyang gigamit, everyone, mo na siya gitawag og bandsaw. So imuha ning ibutang dito ang imuhang wood or board sa table aron i-cut. So another is kanang pwede sa makagamit og table saw. So ang table saw naara pud ka i-adjust ito nga ang blade niya is mutaas pa. So ibutang ra na nimo imuhang board sa face sa kuan sa table saw. So here, of course, you should use a sharp, wide blade to prevent drift. So kinahanglan gyud nga ang blade sa imong bandsaw or table saw is hait gyud para walay mga splinters. So that's all for the wood cutting techniques. So again, the wood cutting techniques, we have the cross cutting, the rip sawing or ripping. The third one is miter cutting. The fourth one is bevel cutting. Next, compound cutting, resawing, curve cutting, dado and groove cutting, notching, and the plunge cutting. So now, what is the importance of knowing the different wood cutting techniques? So, knowing the different wood cutting techniques, Jude, is crucial for anyone working with wood, whether you are a professional carpenter or a DIY enthusiast. So, some reasons why it is important to know the different wood cutting techniques is the precision of cuts. So, I would say that the different techniques help you make precise cuts, ensuring a perfect fit and a professional finish. So, another reason is safety. So, ibalik-balik na gid na mention ang safety, no? So, in using the right technique, reduces the risk of accidents and injuries. You'll be able to control the saw or tool more effectively. So for the safety of the worker, you should use the right tool in each technique to reduce the risk of accidents. So another importance is the wood grain. So understanding wood grain and cutting techniques helps you work with the grain, reducing tear-outs and splintering. So as what I have said earlier, that in cross-cutting, you should use a cross-cut saw, while in rip sawing, you should use the rip saw. Kay, what will happen if you will rip saw or you will rip cut and then you will use a cross-cut saw? So I guess there are a lot of splinters and the outcome is bati gyud. Another importance is the efficiency. So the efficiency DI is knowing various techniques saves time and effort. You'll be able to work faster and get the job done more efficiently. So in knowing the various techniques, makasave na sa tuang time and effort. Nganuman, it is because in using the right tool in the specific task niya is mas mapadali gyud kay ang kana nga tool is desired man siya or applicable ra jud ana niya nga area or sa job. And then the fifth one is the quality of work, of course. So in using the right technique, it ensures a smooth finish and a high quality result. So with that, ma-proud gid ka sa imong work. Kay naman, naka-ensure man ka og smooth finish and a high quality result sa paggamit sa right tool. Another is versatility. So learning different techniques maka-open up of more possibilities for projects and tasks. So with that, makatakol ka og mga wider range sa mga woodworking projects with confidence. Okay. So I guess that's all for my discussion. So again, ang wood cutting techniques plays a crucial role, and refers to the different methods used to cut, shape, and prepare wood for construction and other woodworking projects.